Incidentally, for those of you who may be interested, is coming up in November over Veterans Day weekend, and you can find out more information about that at nerfa.org online. And among the many talented artists who it's been my pleasure to host in showcases at both of those events is our next performer. She also helped to organize today's event, and she deserves a lot of applause for that, Mara Levine. But Mara is also, and more importantly, a beautiful folk vocalist and jewelry designer who is best known for her crystal clear voice, subtle vibrato, and skillful way with a melody line, and most importantly, for her original interpretations and arrangements of folk songs, both traditional and contemporary. A short while ago, I was pleased to also help her promote her latest one of those, which was a #1 song on the folk DJ chart, which was her cover of the song Paul Simon's Leaves That Are Green, which she did with friends of ours, Gathering Time, the folk harmony trio. She also had a #1 on the folk DJ chart with her interpretation of Bob Frankie's song Straw Against the Chill. She loves to sing harmony with Joe Jenks. She loves to sing harmony, and she performs with a number of groups as well. Please welcome Mara Levine and a host of friends. Mara.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, so let's check me. Let's get me sort of checked here. Check.
Cash, credit card, MasterCard, Visa.
I'm also to announce that the 50/50 will be drawn just before the sing-along at the end, so anyone interested in buying a 50/50, do so now. Check. This is a song is called Wild Rose of the Mountain. Yeah, if you can check everyone while I'm chatting. And this is actually check everyone. This song is the way that I actually met Sai Khan, because I recorded this song on my first album, Mara's Gems, and I was able to meet Sai Khan at the International Folk Alliance Conference 3 years ago. And actually, I was with Spook Candy at that point. Hi, Spook.
Hey, Spook.
And we did a showcase in Spook's room, and we got to sing this for Sai, and that's how I actually got to meet Sai. And here we are, 3 years later. And joining me is Alice Baker, Elaine Romanelli, Dan Schatz, and Bob Conroy. And we're going to do for you Wild Rose of the Mountain by Sai Khan. If I had my life to lead, I'd surely live it over. Only walk in brand new shoes and just lay down in clover. Only work on Christmas Day and all the rest goes sporting. Spend my days down at the creek and every night go courting. Honey from the honeycomb, water from the fountain, sugar from the sugar cane, and wild rose of the mountain. When I think of home sweet home, it makes my eyes grow misty. Papa singing gospel tunes and Mama sipping whiskey. Whiskey from the white oak barrel surely makes good liquor. Makes the night seem twice as bright and the days go by much quicker. Honey from the honeycomb, water from the fountain, sugar from the sugar cane, and wild rose of the mountain. Honey from the honeycomb, water from the fountain, sugar from the sugar cane, and wild rose of the mountain. If I had a new big quilt, I'd fill it all with feathers. Take my true love by the hand and lay down there together. Oh, for the days when I was young, thoughts they keep returning. Drive the winter night away just like a log fire burning. Honey from the honeycomb, water from the fountain, sugar from the sugar cane, and wild rose of the mountain. Oh, honey from the honeycomb, water from the fountain, sugar from the sugar cane, and wild rose of the mountain.
band of friends here have come up to join me, and but right now, something really disturbing happened. I got this really strange fan letter slipped under my door, and I just didn't know what to do with it. It scared me, actually, so I gave it to Cy. I said, Cy, I don't know what to do here. Maybe you can help me out. So he took a look at the letter, and this is what he told me we should do. What's going on with it?
You're sure you want me to read this?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's really, really troubling.
Yeah, it's troubling.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
All right, I'm going to read it word for word. Okay.
Oh, it's
sure?
fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right,
I can handle it because you're here with me. I can handle it. I'm not
okay,
scared.
this is tough. Okay, guys. It says, "Dear, no return address." Says a fan, "Dear Mara, one of the most achingly beautiful songs on your CD, Mara's Gems, is Tim Hardin's classic love song, If I Was a Carpenter. Actually, if the carpenter in question really was to marry into the upper classes, that should be If I Were a Carpenter. Anyway, Tim's song beautifully expresses the commitment so many members of the working class have to their trades, as well as their passionate desire to get a job, for example, doing plumbing in a multi-million-dollar home in some gated community, in the course of which they will meet someone unbelievably rich so they can marry them and quit working. This explains why it's the lifetime dream of so many desperately poor people to marry a folk singer. Anyway, due at least in part to the recent tragic unexplained decline in the number of teachers still on the job, the original words seem just the tiniest bit, well, archaic. I mean, like, carrying the pots you made, following behind you. Where is feminism in all this? I'd push you above me, I would have your baby. Anyway, the fan says, this fan included these words, a parody. We talked it over briefly. We think this is really appalling, and we only present this parody as a tragic reminder of how low some songwriters will sink just to get attention.
And we don't know who it was that wrote this, by the way. We have no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
None.
I think
Could you
If I Were is a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
You could have tuned it before you gave it to me, buddy.
Ooh. Can't believe it's making me do this.
If you was a lady and I was a common bum, would you marry me anyway? Could I have your trust fund?
If I were a lady and you were a common bum, I would marry you anyway. You could have my trust fund.
If a thinker was your trade, like higher education,
you could still smoke pot all day at the Woodstock Nation.
Be my love through heart attack, be my love through trouble too.
I gave you my shotgun rack, give me your BMW. Sorry, can't help myself, sorry.
Okay, I know this is hard, with fans. Okay, breathe, Mara, breathe. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I can do
If
this.
I washed my hands real good in soap and water,
I would take you to Connecticut. You could meet my daughter.
if you was an heiress and I was a plumber,
I would take you to the Hamptons, where I go each summer.
be my love through heart attack, be my love through trouble too.
I gave you my shotgun rack, give me your BMW.
Now if I was a killer at the whetstone grinding sharp,
Love, I just have to turn you in, call the cops and the National Guard.
be my love through heart attack, be my love through trouble too. I gave you my shotgun rack, give me your BMW.
I gave you my shotgun rack, give me your BMW. We had to have just a little bit of strange, quirky humor to the day.